So as you've seen from my b-roll shots at the start of the video, this machine is absolutely stunning. It's actually the same design all these years later, and why change it if it still works fine? It's a beautiful looking laptop and it's made to the highest quality. The materials feel so nice and the quality is so good. The actual keyboard on a laptop has got around sort of, you know, a nice tactile feel, but also enough travel to be able to type comfortably on, and you also make minimal mistakes when typing. It's also accompanied by this, which is a really quick and easy to use fingerprint scanner. Again, it's the same on my old matebook laptop and it works fine, just as it did before. So the actual audio has actually been slightly improved compared to my original matebook. There's a lot of negative reviews online about the speakers on this. On my previous one, it actually rattled the keyboard to sort of create a slight vibration, although the speakers are really good, and that seems to have been solved on this newer model. So it's really nice to see that sort of happened. Also, again, it's worth noting this as well, is that one of the downsides to this is because of the sort of US restrictions on the Huawei, I've actually been banned from using Dolby Atmos support. So this laptop doesn't actually come with Dolby Atmos support anymore, which initially I did find a bit of a problem. However, if you do dive into the settings, it has been replaced with an alternative. Once you get used to how the app works, you can actually get some really good audio out of this thing. Welcome back to another video, and this is a video on my brand new Huawei MateBook X Pro 2021. So this laptop is actually to replace my original MateBook 2019. And there is some drawbacks, but there's also some really big benefits that not many people shout about. So here's an honest review of my 2021 Huawei MateBook X Pro. So the screen itself is exactly the same screen as previously. A really nice screen, really responsive when you're touching it as well. Nice and bright. I would have liked to seen sort of maybe a 90Hz panel or something like that sort of built into it, you know, in sort of the era we're in now. It'd been a really nice addition, make it even sort of smoother and slicker. But to be honest, it does work absolutely fine and there's no issues with it. I think it's still one of the best screens on a laptop regardless of price point. Battery life on this laptop is also fantastic, around 6 to 7 hours of sort of fairly hard use, you know, editing photos, editing videos, listening to music, and you know, it actually stands up really well over time, battery life as well. You know, I had no issues with my sort of previous MateBook laptop on battery life, even towards the end. The trackpad is also really good. Doesn't really come across on videos, but you actually you can press anywhere down on the trackpad to either sort of left click or right click on this side, and it's a really nice addition. It's also got this sort of new improved sort of friction layer on the actual trackpad itself, so it makes using it really nice and really comfortable. But also again, getting nice and accurate with those sort of mouse clicks as well. If you want the deep specs and an overview, feel free to check out other YouTubers' videos. This is more of a living with video for this, as I've used this sort of laptop for years and I'd highly recommend it even now. You should be able to see there as well, but you do actually have an original USB port on the side, as well as two USB Type-C ports that you can both use in for charging as well. So that's a really nice feature on this laptop. Your hinge as well also passes the one-hand test, meaning you can open it with just one hand, and that's a really nice addition. But overall, I really can't fault this laptop. I mean, to buy two of them, it really sort of does demonstrate how good these laptops are. I've had no issues with it in terms of quality or anything like that, so I'd highly recommend this laptop. The reason why I sold my previous one is because I actually got a fairly low spec. It was a Intel iCore 5 with 256 gigs of memory, so I wanted something a little bit more powerful and with a little bit more memory. And this does come on to one of my criticisms with this as well, is that you can see here I have the 11th gen Intel i7, so I've got the highest spec MateBook, and you can actually see it's very annoying as they actually split the drives into two, and your main drive is actually the smaller drive, so that's really frustrating, and I wish they wouldn't do that. Obviously I have an emerald green model, and like I say at the start of the video, it looks fantastic, it feels fantastic, and I'd highly recommend it in this colour. But also I'd recommend this spec as well with the Intel i7. The cooling of the laptop is also really good. If you look on the actual bottom of it, you can see you've got these sort of holes here where you've got the actual fan system that Huawei built into the laptop to make sure it cools down. So the last thing to note is actually the camera. The web camera on this laptop is hidden in the keyboard, and it does actually give you a very strange view when you're sort of video calling. However, most people see it as a negative thing. However, me personally, I don't really use my laptop for video calls. Nowadays, you normally use your phone or whatever's easier, so it's there if you need it. It works perfectly fine. However, it gives you the benefit of now of actually hiding it away, so you know nobody's looking at you. And also you can actually mute the mic, and you've got a physical LED indicator on the keypad to actually show you that it's muted. So again, all these security features are actually a benefit in my book as well. There you go, that's my review of the Huawei MateBook. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment below.